Hey, this is Coach Josh here from Training for Warriors Portland, and I want to tell you a little story that I got. Actually, it's a lesson that my grandfather was sharing with one of my older cousins. And I could just write a book on stories my grandfather told because that's where I get a lot of my real wisdom from. But when I was really young, luckily I had a couple older cousins. They were always getting into trouble, and they got lectured and got yelled at and got in trouble, and I got to learn from their mistakes. And one of my cousins was taking a math class, and he was doing really poorly. He was failing it. And my grandfather was really concerned about everybody getting good grades because he knew it was, high school is a gateway to college, and it gave you a lot more opportunity later on if you got a good education early on in life. And he was talking with my older cousin about why he was failing math because, as most of us are, he's bright enough to do well, and he wasn't. And my older cousin, who shall remain nameless, there's only 5 of you, so you know who you are, said, I have a bad math teacher. The teacher doesn't like me, and I'm failing math because of that. And my grandfather said something I've never forgotten, and he said, you don't care about your teacher, you care about your grades. Your job as a good student is to sidestep a bad teacher so that you can get the grade you need to be successful. Never heard anybody talk like that. It's my job as a student to get good grades. It's not the teacher's job to give them to me. Wow, really, really profound stuff. And I remembered that. And A, it takes away your excuse if you're a student that's not doing well. B, it puts the power in your hands. And I really love that. And C, if you look at this little diagram here of teacher grade, a good teacher still can't give you a good grade. Like a good teacher makes it easier to go to class, and the lessons are more organized and things like that. I mean, a good teacher can help. Lord knows we need them. But they still can't get you a good grade. You have to do that. And if you have a bad teacher, you can still get a good grade. I remember that because I had some bad teachers, but I still got some good grades. But what are you focused on? And a lot of times I get distracted with things that, like bad teachers, things that aren't great in the imperfect system and what other people are doing and stuff, but I forget that I can still get what I need from this. I can still execute, and I can still win. And it's easy to get distracted by negative people, negative coworkers, people who can't help you anyway, and still they want to put their garbage onto you. And when you change your focus, when you shift your focus onto things you can control inside your sphere of influence, like we talked about a while back, you have so much more power, and you get more of the good things that you want, and you gain momentum. But when you're focused on other things and other people, you can't get momentum. You can't succeed. Your energy is wasted. And I'm not saying we don't care about other people. I don't say I don't care about other people. And I'm not saying I'm not distracted by shit I shouldn't be distracted with. But at the end of the day, when I go to take action, I take action on the things I can control, and I keep my focus on what I want, not the possible obstacles in the system that might not be helping me. And ever since I was I guess in the 3rd grade, I heard my grandfather say that, and I definitely didn't use any of that advice for another 15 years. But it was really good advice. So I'm going to give you a 15-year head start. All right, so 15 years from now, you can start doing it. Just kidding. What are you focused on? That's the question you should ask yourself. Are you focused on you and your outcome, or are you focused on the obstacles in the system? This is Coach Josh from Training for Warriors Portland, hoping that you stay focused to bring out the warrior within.